Do I have any hidden talents? The depressing answer is no. Like, I literally don't. Like, my physical gifts are just not the greatest. Like, I got a half-decent arm. That's about it. That's why I played quarterback for a little while. But aside from that, like, my artistic skills, no. Depressing. I do have a little bit of talent. Like, I'm a little creative, but that's really about it. If you could find out one thing about your future, what would it be? This might be another depressing answer, but in all seriousness, I'd probably want to know how much time I had left with all my family. Like, I would love to know how much time I had left to spend with my family. If you could take control of anyone's Instagram account for one day, who would it be and why? Well, to answer that question, I need to look up who is the most followed person on Instagram. That's Cristiano Ronaldo. So I would take over Ronaldo's account, post a selfie of me, and hopefully give myself a nice little shout out and get, you know, a couple million followers from that, because my Instagram game, it's an L. If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Probably lamb. Lamb chops. Lamb's great, lamb's fantastic, so I probably could eat lamb for every meal the rest of my life. If you were stranded on an island and could only take 3 objects, what would they be? I would get a brand new iPhone with the best possible battery, get the best possible external battery to charge my iPhone, and also bring a Starlink from Elon Musk to get some internet. So in that case, I would probably no longer be stranded on an island because I could connect to internet and call somebody to come get me. So that's probably the one way that I could make sure I'd come out alive. What is something most people who follow you don't know about you? I used to compete in bodybuilding. Like, I know it's kind of hard to believe, but yes, I did compete in bodybuilding for a while, a couple years at least. What is one of the most embarrassing moments of your life? This is not good. So back when I was about 9-10 years old, playing baseball out in the outfield in a legit game, and my stomach was hurting. My stomach was hurting. You guys can probably see where this is going. I feel so bad for whoever's editing this and listening to this for the first time, but some stuff was seeping down my pants. It was disgusting, bro. I was 9, give me a break. But the problem, I was supposed to be the next batter. The next half inning, I was supposed to hit. How was I supposed to hit smelling like I did with a bunch of parents around me, an umpire and a catcher? Like, I was so nervous, but by the grace of God, the game got called because the lights weren't working. So I didn't have to hit. I hightailed out of there. I told my mom the problem. We went home. I cleaned up, and nobody aside from the people watching this know about that. What is your favorite birthday memory? So a few years ago, I actually had a cousin of mine make like a compilation, like montage video of like a bunch of my friends and family members like wish me happy birthday, and some of the messages they said to me were very heartfelt and made me really happy, and that was probably one of the most meaningful gifts I've ever gotten. What advice would you have for someone who wants to be a social media creator? Like, it seems like a cop-out, but you just have to do it. You just have to post, you just have to upload, you have to intersect what you enjoy doing with what people want to see and find what works best. And no, you can't just quit after a month or two. So many people try out YouTube, they don't get views after 2 months and they quit. It took me 7 years. What's your favorite video that you've ever posted? Probably not my best video, but the most fun I've ever had recording and making a video. Me versus Not the Expert flag football game. We absolutely destroyed them. It was so much fun though. But NTE, I'm sorry that I had to do you so dirty. What's your favorite holiday? That's easily got to be Christmas. I am learning as I'm getting older. It's actually more fun to give the presents than receive. So the more presents I give away, the more I like Christmas. What's your goal for where you'll be 3 years from today? I hope my YouTube channel is still thriving. Numbers wise, I'm hoping at least at like 2 million subs at that point. I think that's a reasonable goal. And at the same time, I really do hope that I have some other channels that are really successful up to that point. I really want to have like 2 or 3 channels over like 100, 200,000 subscribers aside from my main channel. And most importantly, I really hope by that point I've grown my team to more than just 2 and 3 employees. I hope maybe by that point I could even have maybe 7, 8, 9 video editors. What are your favorite movies of all time? Let me give you a weird set of movies. I really like Moneyball. Fever Pitch is one of my favorite all-time movies. Third, I really like Knives Out. I think Knives Out was probably my favorite non-sports movie of all time. What would be the one superpower you would choose to have? Invisibility at the gym. Like, I like going to the gym, but I don't like being around people at the gym. So I love to go to the gym without the people. Hence why I would like to be invisible. When was a time in your life you felt like you were at a crossroads on what to do? Well, I actually got a really good answer on that. My sophomore year of college is the first time in like 10 years, or that's a lie, like 7 years, I gave up on YouTube. I gave up, I moved out of home, I moved to a stinky little apartment, and I just had no idea what I was gonna do with my life. I gave up YouTube for the first time ever because I thought it wasn't going anywhere. Then like 3-4 months go by and I really start to miss YouTube, and at that point, like I kinda know being a YouTuber was in my DNA. So I decided to give it one last shot. I moved back home, and after 1 month of uploading, I gained as many subscribers that I did in the past 7 years times 3. So I tripled my following in 1 month after doing it for 7-8 years up to that point. So I kind of think I made the right decision, but that was probably the most lost I had ever been in my entire life. And that's just because I was without YouTube for a while. Which one of your accomplishments are you the proudest of? I mean, job-wise, probably hitting 1 million subscribers because I really thought it was never possible, and somehow I did it. And also, personally, being able to retire my mom. Being able to retire her so she could do whatever she wants. She ended up opening a school for kids in the community, so that's a big dub. But I'm just really happy that I was able to retire her so she could really do what her heart wanted her to do. Last question, which people or accounts are your favorite to follow on social media? James DeRose, final answer. That's it. I'm out.